Hello, everyone. We are back from our break, and it seems that Roll20 has pooped out on us, but we are going to continue anyway, if need be. There are die rolling systems out there that we can look at. But for now, we're going to
Yeah.
continue and see where it takes us.
And
Yeah. Wreckage,
we're
take it
definitely
away.
going to need the map from Roll20 at some point in this session. So
Okay.
hopefully that comes back up by the time we get there, or
Yeah.
may just have to talk. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll cross that river when we come to it. Roll20 has that long to fix themselves.
Yeah.
So you cross into the border into Tibet, across the Chinese border patrol. At this point, I would reveal more of the map, but can't do that.
Sure.
Not crucial.
Explain to us what
Tibet
we're
is a
looking
beautiful
at.
country.
Hmm.
Mountainous, white-capped peaks of the Himalayas and Tibetan glacial plateau, for those geography nerds out there. Beautiful, fertile valleys between these peaks where the people of Tibet make their homes, apart from the monks who live in various monasteries. You will travel west into Tibet a little bit to sort of pass the mountainous border, but then you will turn south immediately. And that'll take, 6 to 8 hours. You're just in a car. There is no real road, more like
Yeah.
gravel, donkey path type things. It's very bumpy and very uncomfortable.
Okay.
There's also very little to talk about and no radio.
Don't
Professor
worry,
Clinton tries
I'll
to
provide
read.
music.
Oh boy.
I pull my hat over my face and sleep.
But
Attempt
he
to.
gets car sick, and so
Yeah.
Clinton does not read. Paula, you're singing?
Yep.
Nah, I start to sing to be annoying and then I stop.
Okay, yeah. The joke gets old really fast. No one's
Yeah.
laughing.
Yeah.
Um,
I would have probably tried to read before getting car sick and then just trying to sleep.
well, you may not get car sick. Only some people get car sick when they read in a car. So
Yeah, I
if you
get
want to
that
say
in
that
real
you
life.
can,
It sucks.
yeah. If you say that you can read without getting car sick, then you can.
Well, I can probably read for a while before getting car sick. Just a little bit longer than Clinton, at least.
Maybe. On about hour 8 of traveling south, not hour 8 of traveling south, hour 8 of traveling while heading south, anyone can see smoke on the horizon. Black, billowy smoke.
That doesn't look good.
Yeah, that normally means it's still burning. Whatever it is.
Well, I guess head directly towards it then. I guess.
Yeah. Go towards
I mean-
trouble.
Smoke only means one thing. Nazis.
Fire. Oh.
Where there's smoke, there's Nazis.
Nazis.
Yeah. Alright, let's get into a really complicated combat scenario.
Yeah, lots of rolling and maps and a battle map and
Yep. Definitely.
Describe the smoke some more and how it makes me feel.
the smoke reminds you of things on fire.
No, no.
You flash back to that one time at summer camp.
Band
That was
camp.
Campfire. roasted
Sixth
some
birthday party.
Sixth birthday
The
party.
candle would go out.
The clown burned down. No, no.
The clown burned down.
Uh,
Oh, that's pretty gruesome. You watched a full-grown man burn alive right before you. Yeah, I'd have some flashbacks. Anyway, there's some hills obscuring your view of the source of the smoke, but as you continue southwards down a slope into this valley, you see, first you see a river. And on the shore of that river, you see the source of the fire. You can't tell what the source of the fire is because it's completely subsumed in smoke. and most likely still burning as Rex reasoned.
Well, this certainly turned interesting fast.
What
Okay.
do?
So you said we're pretty close, right?
Yeah, I mean you're at a safe distance in case.
Who are the drivers of the car? Are they locals?
Benny's driving the NPC car,
Yeah.
and one of you presumably is driving this car. Who wants to
Okay.
drive the car?
Oh, I'll drive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Derek's driving. There's been no drive text
Chauffeur.
yet, so it didn't really matter.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna load up my shotgun. Make sure my guns are loaded, because I'm getting a little suspicious on this one. So,
Yeah. There's
and I'm gonna let one of you guys take point.
if we have a map or something like that, or whatnot, I would take a look at it, see if there's actually any like towns or like villages supposed to be nearby, because we are
We
getting
only have a geological map.
okay.
I mean, especially for Tibet, which isn't a necessarily well mapped
What,
region.
what about how close
got
we are to the monastery?
You're probably a couple days' journey south before you get to the monastery that Clinton is talking about.
Yeah.
At least if you look at his map where he guesstimates its location from the Tamate Baco
Well,
information.
I turn to the group and I'm like, oh, the D20's back.
Oh, yay.
Hey.
And I say, I think our main. We need to get to the. We need to get to the temple before the Nazis. So whatever this is, maybe a crop burning or something like that, we need to ignore it.
It's quite substantial. It's
I
on
mean,
the shore. That's Rex's suggestion. Is your car stopped? Are you stopped here observing it? You just
I
driving
imagine
past what-
we're gonna keep driving
Hmm.
until we decide
Yeah.
to do something.
All right. Well, you'll get gradually closer as you drive past it.
Yeah, if it looks like a town, I vote we step out and see what's going on. We don't have to wait
Let's
there
do
for
no
no
town.
4 hours. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing here. There's
All right,
Yeah.
well, keep going.
some
Screw it.
water, basically. There's a river.
Alright.
Is the water on fire?
No,
Oh, just check.
No
not yet.
water.
And I've been disconnected from Roll20 again, just when I thought it was safe to.
I
be
just did a
Yeah,
roll and
I'm
it seemed to work for me. So
No,
I'm
I just
stuck
said.
on the I'm
or
stuck on the
told me
loading
that
zero page.
Yeah.
disrupted.
yeah, mine
Um,
just dropped as well. Okay.
This is not good publicity for you, Roll20. We've got 7 whole people watching, and they're never going to use Roll20 again.
Yeah. Well.
One problem every few sessions at most.
No,
Oh,
no.
My screen just flashed.
You got to be uppity if you want to get, compensation.
Meh.
Roll20 will, give us money or something.
Anyways,
I'm
guys,
sure.
what are we doing about this fire? Are we going towards it? It's not really our problem.
You're
whatever
slowly
it
driving
is.
past it.
Does it look
yeah,
like
I
anything?
just
Yeah. I try to see if there's anything, like if I can figure out what's burning, but I'm not really if there's nothing there, I'm not too worried about it.
When you
Yeah.
get really close, people can make perception checks to see if they can see through the smoke.
All right then.
Well, I could if I would, or I would if I could.
I'm trying to
well,
find an
could you?
alternative
You have
to.
no perception?
Oh, we can't roll.
No, we can't roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
right. Good point. Let's find an online dice roller that isn't Roll20 really quick.
Yeah.
I guess we can try this one. I don't know, personally.
Yeah, but that I just tried that. That doesn't actually give you the results of the die.
You don't
just
need
gives
results
you the
today.
It just gives you the total rather than the what
Well,
the
that's just
actual
get to
die.
repeat. You had to say repeat, like repeat 2, 6, 4.
All right. Well, I got a room open. How do I invite you to the room?
You don't. You tell us the name.
It's called Hollow.
Okay.
Just name your character, nickname, whatever.
You're not going to be. Just don't even bother trying to show the results on Twitch
I can
because we'll
totally
be
do
back
that.
in Roll20 soon.
Okay. Hey. There we go.
Okay, so what do you need to do to get it to work?
I guess type like on the side it says like repeat sits 4L6. That's just literally I just for us we would just type repeat sits
don't think that
1D2.
So if I
Well,
want,
whatever your perception is.
so yeah, if you do that, it just comes up with a 5.
Roll.
Oh, there
No,
you go.
I just did it. Yeah, you just don't use the carrot.
So you just
Yeah.
what? You write repeat.
Repeat 5.
No, what's the
1d2.
total that you need to write? So is it /roll repeat?
No, you just honestly just click the little blue repeat button. It automatically adds the code there, which I think is -repeat, and then however many
Where's the
dice.
blue
In my
code?
case, it's 5.
Where's the?
It's
On
on
the
the
right.
right hand side with examples.
Repeat sits 4L6.
Yeah, and replace 416 with whatever number or whatever kind of dice you're rolling. So in this case, it'd be a 1d2. Hit enter. Bam. So
Oh.
it's
Yep.
-repeat. How many
And now
dice?
By the way, that's my official roll.
Okay.
So
All right. Let me try and work out what it is that I'm doing.
So I got 2, Arch got 2, Derek got 4.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set this up so it looks good on this. Holy crap! This is.
No, don't put it on the stream.
Don't
It's a
put it-
waste of time.
yeah,
We're going to be right back into roll 20 in a few minutes.
yeah. So
Okay.
just
This is just for us. We will say the results with our mouth voice.
Okay. So repeat.
Paulo got 2 successes. Archie got 2 successes. Derek got 4 successes. I got 1 success. But I'm not playing.
So repeat 7. What the fuck?
You
What-
make the
what's
number.
perception, Dave?
Hang on. Just tell me
You
what
know
I'm
what?
supposed to write. It's 7.
perception.
Dave, don't write anything. Click the blue repeat
Yes,
6
that's
4
what I'm-
16 link.
That's what I've clicked.
And now
yes.
replace the 6 with whatever your perception is, and then replace the 416 with 1d2, and then hit enter.
Okay. Replace the 6 with a 7, and then the 4 with a 2. Is that what you're saying?
If your 7
replace
is your
the
perception.
First 6 with whatever your perception roll is, and then replace the 416 that
With
comes after that
1d2.
6. 1d2.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck the L is in there for.
It's
I don't
it's
either.
for lowest. It's for low sits, I think. That's like supposed to drop the lowest of the
I got a
4
4.
dice.
Derek
Okay.
and Rex, as you drive past closely the fireball, you see a metal boat on fire.
Does it look
What?
familiar to a boat that I've seen before?
I mean, it might, but it's completely subsumed in black smoke. Except what you're seeing now is basically the keel, and it could be a boat that you've seen before.
Okay.
No confirmation.
What the hell's a boat doing here?
There are signs of foot traffic around the shore in the mud.
Do they
around
look like
said
Nazi footprints?
boat. Yes, they all have swastikas in the boot heel.
They
Oh,
jack
that was
boot
really
shape.
obvious.
No, they're just footprints.
Okay.
So- I guess we're going the right way then. Something
yeah.
fucking blew up, but
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't want to investigate, but I guess we have someplace to be.
we do. Yep. Time is
All
of
right,
the essence.
yeah, keep going.
You inform
on-
Benny that you're just going to keep going,
Yep.
and Benny shrugs. He thought this might be kind of important, but he doesn't care. After all, your
well,
car's the
shit.
car with Clinton in it, and that means you're leading the way.
Pretty
Oh
much.
shit, we already told him to go, so much for that one.
Yep.
So,
You guys drive further south. And again, I would update the map, but I can't. You
Oh.
have to make camp because it's going to be a multi-day journey, probably.
I'm in the game, by the way. D20.
Okay, good. If
Yep.
I get in, then I can.
There we go. Everything's loading up.
All right, it may crash yet
Hey.
again, but hopefully not.
Well, at least we have something for the rolling.
Well, it may crash yet again, but I need the map. That's what I need. You make camp in the old place.
Yeah.
Probably someplace secluded.
someplace where you can actually set up a watch, because there are Nazis running around and boats are blowing up, and I'd rather not just like go to sleep in the middle of a hole or something.
Yeah.
Is there any
makes
like a
sense.
hill or someplace we can just go? That's
Can I do a
probably
survival
enough
check
cover?
to find a good
Sure,
place?
you can do a survival check for a safe camping location.
No, I can do that too.
Oh, I also have that.
Go
I'm
ahead
gonna
and
watch
make
all
that
you
in
guys.
either location, since we're not sure of the stability
I
of
got
roll 20
3.
at the moment. 1, 3,
2.
2. Do you have that, Arch? Are you
Arch.
going to roll?
I do not have survival now.
Okay, well then you can't do better than that. At 3. Rex, you find there's nowhere. It's all low. It's all pretty open around here. You don't see any obvious caves or anything, but you do see a place that would be pretty sheltered from the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be, it's kind of in between a couple of hills. It's not really going to be hidden, but it's probably the best place to make camp.
Sure. And I'm not really worried about pursuers right now because, as far as I can tell, we've got a head start on the Nazis. So
I'd still rather set up a watch.
yeah,
If we're gonna be
set up a
sleeping
watch
at night.
because I don't know what animals are available, roaming around these days. But
Available. Let me check the schedules on the tigers and stuff. So see what's
you know,
going on.
you know
here.
what, you know
Well,
what
I
I meant.
tried to book
Listen
you
for a
guys a
quick
saber-toothed
small, like-
tiger, but he was all locked up. So in the
Sorry,
night,
guys, I've got
mild
another
somebody else.
Tibetan-based game
So,
that I'm
yeah.
playing in right now. So
all
What were you
right.
s- Mhm.
Okay.
What were you
set
saying,
up.
Rick?
You make camp and set a watch,
Mhm.
and it is really cold at night in the Himalayas and in Tibet. You guys are really cold.
Should we
Yeah,
bust
the
out the
parkas.
parkas and crap?
Yeah. Well, you sleep however you can sleep. In this day and age, before the
Oh,
invention
gotcha.
of the incredibly thermal sleeping bag, people sleep in their parkas in animal skins and fur.
So the
that's
survival check, I guess, for 3 would also sort of, for the most part, try and get us out of the cold, maybe off a rock or something like that.
Like I
mean,
said,
like-
you found a spot shielded from the
Yeah,
wind somewhat, but
Yeah. Best we can do.
best we
Yeah,
can
we
do
can, like,
is
make a
so
fire and
make do
stuff,
with
too.
what you can. So
Oh, I guess I'll go find myself an animal skin.
you have them in the supplies. Don't
Yeah.
you don't have to hunt them down
You
and
got,
kill
like,
them with your bare hands.
Winter,
okay.
winter wool, stuff like that.
Just checking.
we need to do like a side quest of just 4 hours of Apollo running through the Tibetan mountains punching bears.
I make sure to remove all of my clothing first.
Dun 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 dun.
You get naked?
That's the only way I can. It's the only way it's fair.
Commune with
To
nature.
hunt the animal. I see. I thought you said to go to sleep.
Oh no,
I know we're freezing, but I'm going to get naked.
Hey, if a man's gonna go, he's got to go comfy.
All right.
Oh.
I put on more clothes.
Well,
all right.
however
You
we
sleep.
draw. Yep. However we draw the watch, Derek gets the worst draw.
Oh, if you say so. You get the red eye shift.
Okay.
I ask Archie if he's got any like whiskey or brandy or anything.
I go through our packs and stuff, and I swipe. Actually, you know what? Do we have any bottles left over in all of our gear and supplies? I feel like the mobsters should be carrying some booze.
They said
So
that they brought whiskey, some
Oh.
whiskey.
Then I'm gonna see if I can snatch a bottle and
I
share it around.
I
with the rest
imagine
of
we
you.
pass that around. Yeah.
Yeah, pass it
Yeah.
around. Tell
All right.
campfire stories about horrible things we all did in whatever place we did horrible things.
Bonding.
Derek talked about I guess his time in his childhood with his dad when he was traveling around the world, pretty much.
Sweet. That's pretty awesome.
I talk about the
Everybody
smell
learns
of maggots
a little
when
bit
they fall
about
off
everybody
corpses.
else, and it's an amazing time. And then day comes.
Hey, Day.
Nothing happens in the night. Your watch was meaningless. You didn't sleep for no reason. Some of you got less sleep for no reason. How's that feel?
It's worth it.
Like I did the intelligent thing.
D&D has trained us.
Yeah.
Okay, there are literally Nazis that are racing us to go here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really think that Nazis are going to play fair and race. If you guys don't agree with me, we don't have to set watches. But if we're in any sort of
We
situation
also
like that,
have
watches
disposable NPCs.
Meh.
then. Okay, well then
Well,
make
they're
them
not
do
gonna
watches.
fucking do a watch. They're a bunch of gangsters. They're not survivalists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the 3 people with survival would probably, I don't know.
Anyway, you set out for another day, and you travel south.
Okay.
Red line.
Eventually, your road gets pretty harsh,
Yeah.
and travel becomes much slower
Hmm.
as it starts to go upwards as well.
Okay. Start doing the thing where you go up a hill reverse style rather than forward, because I assume that these are World
What?
War One Jeeps. No.
What?
With the the petrol
don't-
tank at the back.
Know what that means?
Oh.
Petrol tank's at the back, so in order to get petrol to the engine, you need to reverse up a hill. That sort of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not
Oh.
quite that bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh,
Oh,
okay.
that's good.
Because this is slightly post World War One,
Okay.
Yeah.
almost World War Two, pre World War Two is
Yep.
more accurate than post World War One.
Okay.
As World War Two is only a couple years away, something to look forward to.
Whoa.
Joy.
Maybe we're the cause of World War Two.
Who knows?
Whoa.
You're fighting some Nazis, that's for sure.
And
Nancy. Well, anyways,
So we keep going.
so yeah.
Struggling.
yeah,
Yeah.
keep going.
I mean, you guys are just all you guys have to do is basically sit down and just get jostled. I have to actually drive the damn thing.
Hey man,
Just
you,
at the
you
end of
fucking
this-
chose that job.
Just at the
Yep.
end of day 2, the path becomes apparently impassable for the cars.
Shit.
And Professor Clinton gets out and studies the map, and looks around at some conceivably landmarks or something that he is referencing. And eventually he concludes, we can get to the monastery on foot from here. We should make camp tonight and leave our supplies here. It'll be a tough going on foot, and we don't know where we're going from the monastery. We can come back for the supplies later.
Agreed.
Yes, I think that is the wisest course of action. Yes, he says to him.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Maybe even
Professor,
leave
have
some
you ever
people
been in the
with
mountains
supplies.
before? Have you ever been outside, not had food before? Been in a place where you're stuck without supplies?
I've been on a couple expeditions, my boy.
You ever been in one without supplies?
Have you?
No.
There's a good
Have
reason
you?
for that. So let's take. Well, I mean, I've done the trenches and shit, and they didn't have a
Let's
whole
take
lot of
some
food there.
supplies. We're not
Well,
gonna
I
be
Yeah,
mean,
leaving
let's take some
everything.
food. I don't want to be like chasing down rats and like cutting up corpses because we don't have any meat to eat.
I assumed that he was just talking about leaving behind all the extra crap. I thought we were gonna bring food.
Yeah, I thought that was obvious,
I-
but
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do that then. Never mind.
Crates and crates of archaeological gear. Obviously, we can't
Yeah.
heft that up the mountain on our backs.
Well,
Okay.
maybe
Yeah,
Apollo
alright,
can,
sorry.
but I don't think
Yes,
the
maybe
rest
some
of
of
us
us
are.
can.
Yeah.
Anyway, we most likely can leave some of our strapping young lads here to prevent theft of our vehicles.
You two, nameless NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Some nameless NPCs will stay with your stuff, and you make camp tonight.
I don't know if I trust them. They don't have names.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna name one Bob, no matter what his name is. Just probably start calling him Bob. But
Okay, you trust Bob implicitly now that he has a name.
yep.
By
That
default,
said,
having
would it
him.
be possible to grab a couple extra bottles of whiskey for the trip up?
Jesus
start walking?
Christ, Arch.
I mean, you can put on your person whatever you want.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab. Oh no, I'm not to get drunk. I'm thinking like if I want to make a Molotov later.
Oh my god.
But-
Alright.
Oh yeah, just in case you want to make a Molotov.
I was thinking that
Yeah,
you would take it
it's
up there
Tuesday.
to give to the monks, but fucking whatever, man. That
Ooh,
works too.
that's an even better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right, 2 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, but your first one is like Molotov cocktail.
My first one's death instrument. Yours is like gift. Oh yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Here you go, monks. I've made you this Molotov cocktail.
It'll really help with avalanches.
Yes, clearly.
So,
I guess we just make camp then.
funny thing, the Molotov cocktail has not received the name Molotov cocktail yet at this point in history.
Yep.
Fun fact.
We call it the Arch Strathon surprise.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Do you guys set a watch?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We
I-
do what
Yeah,
we do.
because he was
before.
They're-
trying to fool us into not taking a watch this time.
Yeah.
By,
They were
by
docked out this
mocking
time.
us.
That's exactly what was happening.
Yeah.
17 snow leopards attack your camp at night, but you're all asleep, so you'll die.
But since they saw your eyes were open, they leave.
Okay, day comes. Some of you have gotten a little less sleep than you should have. Nothing happens in the night.
Oh, good job, guys. Good thing we set a watch just in case. You never know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We
Well,
scared
there,
them
I
off.
sleep.
so
I
we
feel I
did.
feel a lot safer for having set a watch. I'm glad we did.
You know, it's the one time you don't set the watch is when everything goes to shit. So.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it's a good thing we did.
Super glad. All right, so climbing. What type of mountain face are we dealing with here?
It's not a sheer mountain face. There
Yeah.
is. You have to just walk up on foot, and Professor Clendon assures you that you will reach the monastery if you follow him.
I didn't
How do you
realize he
know
had
where to go?
climbing experience. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I
you-
mean,
why,
I think the implication
why
is
do you
that
know the way?
I have the
I'm
instructions from the
following.
Thomas
looking
Baco.
at the map.
I'm following
Maybe.
Professor Clendon.
Is there topographical information on that map?
Yes, there's some rough mountain ridges, some rivers, some landmarks to watch out for.
Okay, well, all right.
I'd probably I mean, this doesn't look like to be a very hard climb, right? It's just
Well, it's just uphill. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a climb.
Yeah.
It's more of a...
yeah,
just
that's
like
what I meant.
A
It's
hill.
more like climbing stairs if the stairs
hike.
was a hill.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess we spent all day doing that.
At the start of the day, gunshots ring out throughout the mountain range
Oh,
Below or above?
above.
Is anything? Are we getting any? We hearing any whizzes? Or is there any like puffs of snow going up around us? Or are they? We just hearing echoes?
It's still green where you are, as a matter of fact. You're not that
Oh.
high up in the mountains.
Okay.
And also it's spring, so it's the thaw.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Do they appear to be shooting at us, or does it sound like it's coming from really far away?
it's more like some hunter in the distance.
Okay.
Although
All right.
that hunter is shooting a lot.
well,
Does it
Those
sound
Yetis
like
take
bullets go
Nazi
down.
weapons?
oh my,
I mean, it's you're just hearing the gunshot
Yeah.
echoes. It's
Yeah.
impossible to identify.
Well,
All right,
Well,
I'm okay.
Is-
Especially
is-
since Nazi guns don't go Nazi, Nazi, Nazi when you shoot them.
well, okay, so
Go
I
German,
have
German.
one of their guns. I've seen them
Yeah.
shoot that type of gun before. I know
By-
the number of bullets that they have in that gun. Is there any way of like being able to discern whether or not it's like? Because I doubt, we haven't. There's not a lot of automatic weaponry. Is it automatic or is it like single shot? Like, what are we dealing with here, Rick?
There's some rapid firing. What
Okay.
the hell? Why does that keep happening?
There we go. That's what I wanted to know.
Um,
Well,
you should-
I suggest we hurry up.
Shoot
Yeah.
a,
yeah, I say
Yep.
we hurry up before everybody in the
Yeah.
monastery
Keep
is
going.
dead
I'd
at
say
this rate.
no gunshots if you can help, but we don't want them. We don't want them to know where we are, that we're coming.
I mean,
Maybe we
it still
get
takes
surprised
you
if
most
people-
of the day to climb. You're all very exhausted. At about 3 p.m., the gunshots do not last long either. It's not like all day gunshots.
Man, they'd be making real sure.
At about 3 p.m., after climbing for 6 hours or so, with breaks interspersed, so you're not totally exhausted, you reach a stone staircase that leads higher into the mountains. This is it, Clendon says. This will lead us to the monastery.
Assuming one's alive.
In the
Yeah, I'm like,
distance,
okay, cool.
you cannot see the end of the staircase as it wraps around through some rocky outcroppings and such. But you do see that you've ascended so high, you're approaching snow.
Imagine we might have some trouble breathing. Or at least those of us that haven't really been in high altitude environments that often.
I guess I don't really know. I'm
Not
just
yet.
gonna keep going.
Not yet.
You certainly haven't noticed yet.
All right. Probably once we hit snow, we'd probably.
Well, there's no point sticking around here. Let's head up the stairs then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You continue to head up the stairs. It's snowy and cold. I assume people put on parkas and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got all the winter stuff.
How
Dave?
hard is
Just-
this climb for Rex?
It's tiring for Rex.
Yeah.
But
help
I mean,
him
it's
if he needs
slow
to.
going
If-
for
if-
everyone, and
Yeah.
really,
If he-
speed is his biggest. He can put weight on his foot. You just can't do it very rapidly and
Yeah.
aggressively. So it's
If he
hard
wa-
on his leg, but since you're all slowed by the pace of the climb, it's not that bad. If
Yeah.
you guys had to do this every day, he'd probably not be able to keep up.
If he needs help, I will give it to him.
How will you help? Like
Well,
shoulder or whatever?
Whatever. You know.
It'll
if-
put
if
you
I-
out of your misery like a horse doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this will sort of be interesting. I want to hear what you have to say here.
I'm just saying, if you feel like tired or something, I'll let you hold on to my arm or something, and
Shoulder to lean on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Daddy.
Lean on me.
Well, you know,
so kind.
Rex, have you ever walked with a walking stick before, man? I have when I broke my ankle. It is not fun, so I can only assume it's fucking a special type of hell for Rex.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well, having an actively broken and doing, if you have an actively broken ankle, I assume they also probably gave you the under the shoulder type cane.
no,
No,
I
he's
had
in Australia.
I
Gave him a
had
scorpion and told him to go home.
I had we don't have scorpions in Australia, but I had
You don't? Oh. Huh.
the crutches, and then I went to a walking cane when it got too much. So
Yeah.
mm.
Walking cane, I've had to walk with a walking cane. Not so bad for me. Didn't have a broken anything, though, so that might be part of it. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Apollo Stingray lovingly tends to Rex Holt, and they share a tender moment in the twilight of the mountain. Sun sets a little earlier here because the Himalayas, and no horizon. So sun's just setting after you've been on this staircase for maybe 2 hours. You've been on the staircase. When you round a corner, a mountainous corner, and in the distance you see a Buddhist monastery. Anticlimactic, huh? No, you see carved into the mountain face, very sort of where those in America, those Native Americans where they carved their little city into the side of the cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that, because after a little while there's a drop off, and this stone staircase is actually what brings you to this monastery, which would otherwise be on a sheer cliff face. The monastery itself is very, it looks Tibetan, which you can tell, Derek. Nobody else can really tell that.
Yeah.
It seems to conform to Buddhist Tibetan tradition, with large upside down ice cream cone tower type things coming out of it.
Right.
And there is one large statue of a Buddha type figure. Not exactly Buddha. It stands to be said. Who sort of looms over the pass right where it gets into a drop off and the stairs keep going. There's a statue there overlooking it, perhaps in giving you blessing for the dangerous path ahead.
Well, all right. I mean, I'd probably
Cool.
just tell them a couple of minor tidbits about this as we're walking up to it. I mean, otherwise it's just me dead quiet, and that's just still kind of awkward.
I turn around and look around. What do I see?
Like, is there like?
What do you mean? Just
I
around?
just want to look at the landscape, or I just want to look at the distance, the view.
You want to give me a perception check, just in case?
I can.
Yeah, please. Do it.
Do it.
Rub it all over my Roll20 body.
1.
Yes, your great one success. You see the beautiful vista. Specifically, this drop off lets you see into a rather tight mountain valley. That is to say, it doesn't actually open up into like a green thing. It's more rock. One sheer cliff face from one mountain meeting another sheer cliff face from other mountain, presumably a river down there somewhere that opens it all up, or maybe just a crack in the chasm. It lets you see in the far distance yet another mountain peak, obscured by misty, more snowy mountain fog. And technically you're looking south, so you don't see the sun or anything. That's still obscured by mountains.
Does it look nice?
Oh, rolling clouds, and it reminds you of the Scottish Highlands or something Britishy. I don't know.
I take a mental note. It looks like the fog rolling off the Thames.
Sure, it looks like the fog rolling off the Thames with less smell of shit and fecal matter. The air is crisp and
All right.
it smells wonderful. Faint hint of incest. Not incest, god damn it.
Hell, hold
That's
up.
fine.
What type of story running here, man?
You know, England.
Freud, how are you doing today?
You know, England. Bob's your uncle and your brother.
Stop pushing your fetishes onto me, Wreckage. Damn it.
Ah. All right, you smell incense, and you smell it because it's been lit right next to this Buddha statue. They obviously tend to it. Buddha-esque statue.
Okay, well, let's continue up. I mean, the longer we wait here, the less time we have to investigate what those gun sounds were.
Rex,
yeah, I'm gonna try to look around and see if there's.
You want a
okay.
perception
Also
check?
Art.
Yeah,
Since you just said you
that's
look
exactly
around.
what I was gonna do. I wanted to see if I could find blood, but
Rex and
all right,
Arch.
perception is 5.
4. And 4 seems to be about average for my
2
rolls.
successes. So
Rex, you Arch, as Rex and Arch, as you move along the path towards the monastery, you both see a smear of blood on the rock face.
okay.
Fresh.
And Arch, you see a couple bullet holes.
Okay. All right. So everybody, guns out, get ready. There's been fighting here recently, and I'm pretty sure the Nazis got here first. So
Bullet
let's
casings.
do this quick.
Well,
yeah.
the staircase just descends into a sheer cliff face, so
Okay.
Yeah.
they're not just chilling around.
No bodies.
They've, if there was no bodies and if there was a bullet case, it would have.
Blood
Plummeted.
going up the stairs.
It's just smeared along the stairs. You can't tell which direction it is coming
Okay.
or going.
All right. Very good. Let's continue.
Yeah.
You make it to the monastery, which is now safe. Not that I had to roll any athletics checks or anything, because it was a pretty significant staircase. It wasn't a pitfall to your death type thing. Well, I mean, if you fell there, you would die.
Yeah, I mean,
But it wasn't a balance check or anything. You are now safe, though, as you exit the staircase and make it into this perhaps completely man-carved monastery. There's a significant lip. And you even see a couple mountaintop gardens, bonsai trees, some sort of vegetables being grown in these little spaces outside. The dirt obviously wouldn't carry up as it's all
Yeah.
rock. You also see a very obvious main structure with a wide open archway, doorway, which does not have any sort of door that closes, but is just sheer rock. And you can hear chanting coming from inside.
Okay. What type of chanting are we dealing with? Like, is it obviously like foreign? Does it sound religious?
I mean, yeah, it sounds more.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
okay. I mean,
Many voices raised in
Maybe it's a good idea to put away the guns now, gentlemen. Just an idea.
Can we sneak a peek around a corner or something without people noticing? Like, can I try a stealth or something?
You do have
Sure,
stealth,
you
don't
can
you?
roll a stealth to peek in.
I have a very, very little stealth, so I think I only have like a stealth of 3. Oh no, I've got a rating of 5 actually. So
Well,
That's pretty good.
more than 3.
Yep.
Yay,
hey, there we
man.
go.
Hey,
4 successes.
It's not bad.
Hey,
My first good roll today.
maybe. You
Oh,
poke
well.
inside
Mm-hmm.
your head. Do you put your gun away before you poke inside?
I'm just leaning my head in. I'm not like putting my gun in front of my head. Can I
Do
like
you
hold
have
the?
a gun in your hand?
I have a shotgun. Yeah.
You need it's equipped. So to
It's,
speak.
yeah, I got.
Your
Well, yeah,
brain.
I had it out once I figured
Yeah.
there was gunshots and blood and everything.
Okay.
So
You peek in, and inside you see row after row of bald-headed Asian men, cross-legged on the ground. They're all wearing sort of orangish red robes. Very stereotypical Buddhist monastery. Nothing out of the
Okay.
ordinary. There's a top spot in the middle center where there is one monk in particular walking around and waving some incense of some kind, and there seems to be a couple people laying down in front of him. And I need you to give me a defense roll.
Oh,
okay, my defense is 7. Ooh, yeah. So-
You take 2 non-lethal damage as a open palm collides with your face, seemingly out of the shadows. You go ass over apron, fall on the ground, and you no longer feel the shotgun at your side. Everyone else,
I'm. Oh,
Well, I never had my gun out to begin with, so
okay, but
Yeah.
roll initiative.
yeah.
okay.
Um,
Initiative is
5.
8. Remember, you can add. Wow, holy fuck.
Yep.
Check.
Hang on, let me.
Don't
Can I roll initiative?
well, Apollo.
Do I roll initiative yet, or do I hold off?
Holy crap. Yeah, roll.
You roll initiative, but you're prone right now.
Yeah.
So you.
Good job,
yeah.
Apollo. Bringing up the rear.
Apollo's still looking at
I-
the
I was
sunset.
busy. Yeah, I was looking at the vista.
Apollo is the only person who's finding himself on this
The chanting actually came from Apollo.
It's
pilgrimage.
it's what I do is I find myself in every adventure we've ever done.
Oh man, look at those mountains. Yeah.
So Rex, you
Yes.
see a bald-headed, Asian-looking man with orange and red robes in a kung fu stance, and he is holding previously Archie's shotgun in the center of the shotgun, in the center of the barrel, and he's holding it back like a club, sort of, while his other hand is outstretched in a sort of kung fu pose.
Okay. Let's see. We mean you no ill intent, good sir. We are simply here to gather information. We were climbing up the mountain when we heard gunfire before. I hope that you and your companions are okay.
He looks at you for a second, and then looks at Derek
Yes.
and Archie. Derek, do you have your gun out?
Nope, it's been holstered. My hands are out and showing that I have nothing on me.
He looks at
I haven't pulled my other gun, so kind of feel like I should, dick. But
if no one else is actively armed, he will bow at you and put the shotgun down on the ground.
I'll sort of tilt my head a little bit down, but I won't go into a full bow. This is my name is Holt, and
I'm gonna.
these
get
are
up
my
if I can.
companions. And
Ken, combat's over.
This is Derek. The gentleman over there enjoying the vista is Apollo. The man you treated to your fine ground, his name is Arch. And,
The hell was that for, jerk?
Well, you
Probably
were
'cause
holding a gun.
Probably because you were holding a shotgun in a monastery, man.
I wasn't aiming it at anybody.
If you
even-
wish to enter, you must leave your weapons here.
What happened with the gun? What happened with the bloodstains and the gunshots from outside?
If you wish to inquire about that, speak to our abbot.
Do you have like a place where we can keep these weapons from harm? I'm not particularly fond of leaving my weapons on the ground.
If you are unsure,
Well,
When
it's less
the
about
abbot-
being unsure. It's more about me wanting to keep it pristine as much as possible.
This pistol saw me through a hell of a lot of years of the worst part of my life. I don't want to see anything happen to it. Is there a safe place I could leave it?
if you are
I-
not okay with leaving your weapons on the ground here, you can wait until the abbot has concluded his ceremony, and he can come out to speak to you.
I'll take my pistol out and I'll sort of just lay it against the side of the wall, I guess.
I'll take my pistol off and I guess I'll just probably stick next to his pistol. Just keep them all grouped together at least.
Damn it.
Apollo takes off his
All right.
hands and puts it by the side of
Yeah.
the wall.
He removes his delicate gloves.
Just put my hands behind my back. In
Uh.
symbolic for me, but they just think I'm being polite.
All right, I'll leave. All right, I asked him if I could have my shotgun so I can put it with the other stuff. Then I'll put my guns and crap there.
All right, yeah.
Wrap it in like a blanket or something to keep it,
Arch
A
takes
pistol
off his
special.
entire armory, his axe, his 17 pistols, his 42 combat knives.
Only one pistol. Only need one.
The monk you are dealing with then moves out of the doorway and allows you to enter.
Okay. I'll go in.
Go in.
Yep. I see no
Yeah,
problems
go
with
in,
it.
see what happens.
Now you all see the same scene that Archie got to see, which was many rows of meditating monks. Moving inwards, you can see that the raised platform that the one monk is walking around, waving incense, also has 3 other monks on sort of stone tables that he is waving the incense over. They seem to be laying down.
Interesting.
Are they breathing at all? Can I tell? Or can we tell, or is that a perception check? Like, is this do we just walk into a funeral?
Well, if you continue to approach, which no one stops you, you do see that they are covered in blood, but they seem to be all right. They are holding their own hands and themselves in prayer.
Okay. All right, I'm down to wait till the ritual thing's over, but I really want to talk to this abbot person.
Yeah.
You can watch the ritual.
Yeah.
And you can see that these monks have been shot, the 3 of them, respectively. They have wounds that look like bullet wounds. And as the abbot prays over them, their wounds begin to heal by themselves miraculously.
What?
How miraculous.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking angels singing, but they're more Eastern angels, not like Western angels. Less white lights, more other stuff.
I'll approach they're all like in a line facing the abbot. Is that what's happening?
Well, presumably you assume that the abbot is the one performing this ceremony, but yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. Well, I'll ask the monk. Did the monk follow us in, by the way?
The monk who led you in you can't pick him out of the crowd.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he didn't like sort of escort us in or anything like that?
No.
Well, he just let you in. He just moved
Yeah.
out of the doorway, and you were able to pass in.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Is there any monks that aren't particularly in prayer or busy with ritual-related activities right now?
No, they all seem to be busy. But from the progress that you can see in the healing wounds, it might be only a little while longer. Where you can sit and sort of watch the ceremony. It'll take probably a half an hour to finish.
All right.
Silent reverence, appreciate the magic that's happening in front of your eyes.
It's like a miracle.
I'm pretty interested. I'm interested enough that I'm not as pissed that I got punched in the face for trying to see what was going on. So, I am losing my annoyance as the more I watch.
Yeah.
The soothing chant and the incense also heal your 2 non-lethal damage that you took from that attack, Archie, as the ceremony progresses.
I assume it heals
Sweet.
my non-lethal damage then too.
Yeah, if you still have non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
After so many days, it would have healed if this was from...
Yeah, okay. See, I didn't want to stop
Yeah.
your DMing to make
Yeah.
sure, so... Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Well-
So we just hang out and maybe watch the ceremony, I guess. I mean, I don't want to sound like that guy, so...
Strongly at least.
Yeah.
Certainly, but not what we expected.
True, but soothing.
Indeed.
I wonder where the Nazis did beat us here, though. I wonder. And
Well,
They didn't
it
manage
could have
to-
been anything.
yeah,
I'm going to assume that the monks were able to fight him off for the first
Yeah, I mean-
attack or something, so...
I mean the question would just be where they are now, or rather,
Now, why don't we wait to talk to the
yeah.
this gentleman?
Really, I mean, why? Is this part of the method? Kill all the monks first. Was that on the box?
I'm kind of assuming the monks are pretty much like, hey, don't go in here, you guys are dicks. And then, but they said it in all like peaceful Buddhist monk way. And then the Nazis are like, fuck you, we're dicks. And then they fought, and then the Nazis are regrouping right now.
Well, if
So,
anything,
that's my guess.
I have an understanding that maybe this is close to what we're looking for. If Maximilian was after some sort of healing
Yeah.
vial or whatever, then being near Shangri-La, in my opinion, it's starting to sound like it's just healing you naturally. So we are potentially pretty close to maybe the entrance here.
Yeah.
Have they finished
Yeah,
the
so-
ritual yet, Wreckage?
Sure. You guys sort of speak amongst yourselves as the ritual concludes. And it concludes with the 3 wounded monks raising from their slabs, bowing respectfully to the group of assembled monks. And then everyone disperses through some side hallways. The monk who was waving the incense and has some prayer beads in his hands will approach you and bow. And greetings.
You speak pretty
Hello.
decent English. It's good to see.
We have had several visitors from your lands who speak this tongue.
I see.
Interesting.
I assume they're after the same things we are, but they probably came with a little more force. I'm sorry about that. Can you explain what happened here?
Some aggressive travelers came seeking things that we are not allowed to give.
I sort of nudge Apollo and I say, show him the photo of the Nazi.
Okay. Well,
Did
You
the
still have that photo?
Yeah, I don't think you...
remember I brought it. Remember I said I brought everything that I asked for.
Yeah. Were they happen to be wearing a uniform that looks similar to this?
Yes, I recognize that symbol.
Yes. It's called a swastika. It's
I am aware of it. It is a traditional symbol.
well, Somewhat.
I do not know why such violent people would be wearing a symbol of hope. It does not make sense to me.
They have kind of bastardized it, I suppose. With
That's
the
correct.
meaning,
Yep.
the meaning has certainly changed when these Germans are representing the symbol.
Germans, you say?
Yes, Germans.
Yes.
I hope
Well,
everyone
there
is
is
okay.
no harm.
Okay.
No one here was hurt. Although I am sorry to say that in self-defense we may have injured one of them.
Do you know
quite
which
severe.
direction that they went?
Self-defense implies they were attacking you to begin with. What did they want?
Well, they entered forcefully with their weapons, demanding several of the secrets we keep safe here.
Okay.
Mm.
This monastery was built to keep powerful artifacts out of the hands of the everyday population.
Yes, we've been running into quite a few of those lately. Does that explain the healing here, or is that more of a spiritual thing?
Our ability to mend our bodies is a gift from the monks of Shambhala.
I see. Looks like my suspicions were correct then.
Parlor tricks.
Well, they work pretty well for
I'm
parlor
like, wow,
tricks.
I knew it was real.
What is your name, good sir?
I am Abbot Mon Pai.
Mon Pai. I'll remember that. Tell me, Abbot Mon Pai. We were sent here by decoding a artifact that the Germans have. I'm surprised they managed to beat us here, but would you by happen chance be able to help us find the entrance to Shangri-La?
If that is what you seek, you have come to the right place. The secret to Shangri-La is the one treasure we will give willingly to those who prove themselves worthy.
I hope it's not a physical test.
How do you prove yourselves worthy? Ourselves?
What's that?
Do you wish to take the test?
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Then if you feel you are ready, you may follow me.
What will the test entail? Like, I won't
I
know if I'm
cannot-
ready until I know what the test is.
Well-
Kind
Well,
of.
It will judge only if you are worthy.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go then.
So I guess we're all going. No, where's Clinton during all this?
Clinton's with you, but he's just sort of aghast, looking around at all of the statues, carvings, the
Yeah.
monastery, the healing people stuff.
I mean, I'm a bit busy with more important matters at hand, but it is some of the stuff I probably would have taken notice.
He will lead you back outside of the main building.
The same way we came in, or another way?
Yes, same way that you came in.
Okay.
And he will motion to your pile of weapons and say, "You may wish to arm yourselves."
All right, I gear up.
Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I take my hands from behind my back and put them in front of me.
Tuck your thumbs into your belt in the front this
Oh
time.
my God.
All right. Yeah. Well, we arm ourselves and
Yeah.
motion for him to lead on, I suppose. It takes Arch like 7 minutes to arm himself completely, but we get there eventually.
No, I got it down to a science.
He leads you across the complex to a
Seconds.
smaller building,
Okay.
inconspicuous building with a seems to just be a singular room that could fit 4 or 5 people. Those who wish to take the test must enter.
Can we take
All
it
right.
together, or is it?
You may.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll. No, no, guys. I think I got this. I
think
can do this.
we got this, son. So yeah, we're all gonna go in together. But-
I mean, I'm just trying.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were trying to tell us that you were gonna be the only one. Like, wait a sec.
Well, I mean, the implication is he's the only one that needs to do it.
Okay.
But yeah. Eh,
That's his character being vain.
Yep, he's being
Or
vain.
overconfident.
In case you
Okay.
missed it.
Well, that was my character using his intelligence of 2.
Professor Clinton will be like, I don't think I'm necessarily cut out for this sort of thing. I will just admire this beautiful architecture.
I look
I'm
down
not
at my
sure.
like
I-
bung
I-
leg, and I'm like, Professor, I think you're more capable than I am at whatever this test might be.
Oh, nonsense. You're a capable private detective. You've dealt with worse things.
I don't think we want to accidentally lose the professor on this one. I vote he stays back.
I mean, someone.
I'm having some reservations about this. Why would peaceful Buddhist monks be telling you to arm yourself and
You say this out loud?
yeah?
I mean,
I've never met any Buddhist monks. Is that how they're supposed? Not how they're supposed to act, or like I don't know what's normal.
Yeah, Apollo. Does that conflict only with their previous statement, or do you know a great deal about Buddhist monks?
I mean, for all I know, they're like card-carrying NRA members. I don't friggin'. My guy has no experience in this field, so he just feels better having his guns at hand.
I wish only for you to be capable of defending yourself, he will say to Apollo when you raise your concerns.
Okay, I'll put my hands behind my back and be ready.
Okay?
Mustache will take the brunt of it.
All enter the room.
yeah.
Aside from the professor, I suppose.
Yep.
Behind you, the abbot closes the door.
I take out my flashlight.
Good call. Good call.
You take it. I mean, there's a window.
Yeah, I mean-
a stone window that lets in some light. There's another one as well.
Okay.
And
I don't.
with that,
Don't know the point of this.
we'll take a break.
Yep.
We're at our hour point.
Apollo is baffled.
We'll
Yep.
come back, and we'll do whatever this is.
Yeah, so we're gonna give us 3 to 5 minutes, guys. We'll be back for the final hour of week 3 of Hollow Earth Expedition. Yeah, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
All right.